It's that time of year, guys. We're getting the boat ready for the winter. So I got the Bimini, the Dodger, the sails, the boom off. It's a very sad day. But one of the things I got to do is fill up my gas tank, my fuel tank, my diesel fuel, because I don't want to have any condensation. So I'm just going to show you what I do. So my tank's almost full, so I'm going to top it up, but I'm going to show you how I do this. So let me just switch my camera. All right, so I have my obviously my jerry can with my diesel fuel. This jerry can, by the way, is only 2 years old. I change jerry cans about every 5 or 6 years. That's what they recommend. And when you start seeing some plastic residue at the bottom or inside your tank, it's because these things they're not made to last more than about maybe 6-7 years if you're stretching it. So I usually change mine about every 5 or 6 years. So I'm going to top up with my fuel tank with what's in there. However, before I do, I'm going to add about maybe 2 or 3 capfuls of this K100. It's diesel winter fuel treatment, so that will prevent condensation and eliminate water as well. And then I'll put again probably about half an ounce, probably an ounce actually, of the Biobor fungicide. So that stops any kind of biocide and all sorts of stuff to grow in your fuel and all that, and that gets clogged up your filters. So I use that mostly to protect the filters. And then I always add, especially in the fall, I'll add a full can of the sea foam. And that's going to help clean all the injectors and keep all the components within the fuel system nice and clean and all that. Once I fill up my tank completely, I'm going to put these additives together inside my jerry can. So as I'm pouring out, it's going to mix. One of the things I also do is I have a funnel, of course, and if you can see at the bottom there, the funnel, there is a mesh filter there, so which is small. And inside these jerry cans, sometimes you have little sediments or whatever. So what I do is I went to the dollar store and I got one of these large sink things. So what I do is once I have my let me just open up my fuel tank here. I hope you guys can see with the sun, but anyways, it's a fuel tank. So then I'll put my you know what I mean. I put this on with the fuel filter there, and then I grab this big one here and I just drop it in there. So now I have double protection, so bigger components get stuck in there or debris. And believe me, often I do find some stuff in there. Even when I go to a harbor and they actually use the fuel, I'll say, look, I want to fuel up slowly, but I want to put the gauge on here. And you'll be amazed the stuff that I find that gets stuck into the mesh here. If not this one, the secondary one down there at the bottom. So I recommend that anytime you're refueling, get yourself a nice filter. You're going to keep your filters, your primary and your secondary fuel filter, a lot cleaner for a long time. So that's my little thing I do every fall.